Hey everyone, welcome to Now You Know, and here's what happened in news this week. Superstorm Sandy, nicknamed Frankenstorm, hit the US East Coast earlier this week, killing at least 50 people and affecting almost 50 million people. A state of emergency was declared in at least 9 states, including New York, as Sandy caused severe widespread damage. Airports have been closed, subways flooded, and millions left without electricity. Sandy is one of the biggest storms ever to hit the US, and it's estimated the damages could cost between US $10 to $20 billion. 14-year-old Malala Yousafzai is a schoolgirl activist who campaigned for girls' rights to education. 2 weeks ago, she was shot in the head in broad daylight by the Taliban for promoting secularism. Malala is known for her blog on BBC that she'd been writing since she was 11. Fortunately, she survived the shooting and doctors are upbeat about her recovery. Protests have been staged across the world in support of Malala and her beliefs against fundamentalism and imperialism. She is currently in Britain, where she's being treated. Last Sunday, train services in Singapore on the East-West line were delayed for over an hour after a body was found in a tunnel between Redhill and Tiong Bahru. Police believe the man is Singaporean Chinese and in his 20s. It's believed he was seen climbing over a locked gate at Redhill station, then walked towards Tiong Bahru on the tracks. Train services were then suspended while the police carried out an investigation. Disney is buying Lucasfilm, the company behind all the Star Wars films, for US $4.05 billion. In their official statement, Disney said they plan to release a new Star Wars film, Episode 7, in 2015. George Lucas, who owns Lucasfilm, said it's time for him to pass Star Wars on to a new generation of filmmakers. Lucasfilm was launched in 1971 and the first Star Wars film released in 1977. It said George will stay on as creative consultant. Of course, right? Disney getting more and more powerful every single year, right? First you buy Marvel, right? Make a lot of money with the Avengers. Now you're gonna make a lot of money with a new Star Wars film. And nerds all over the world. Yay! Yay! That's my nerd impression. Yay! Pretty much sound like myself. A 20-year-old Brazilian student, Catarina Migliorini, auctioned her virginity for US $780,000 as part of a documentary for an Australian filmmaker. Now, a Japanese man who goes by the name Natsu beat 15 other bidders for Katarina's virginity. Now, they plan to do the deed on a plane flying over international waters, so as to get around prostitution laws. The terms of the auction included the use of a condom and that Natsu must be tested beforehand for any sexually transmitted diseases. National Text Your Ex Day was trending on Twitter this week, and here are the top picks. National Text Your Ex Day. How do you even start the conversation? Twitter told me to text you? That awkward moment, National Text Your Ex Day, is trending, but you don't have an ex. Apparently, it's National Text Your Ex Day. I prefer National Move On and Get Over It Day personally. For me, I can't do National Text Your Ex Day. I'll be on the phone all day. All the women I left behind. And that 4 guys too. Thanks for watching. Look us up on Twitter and Facebook for more updates. And here's this week's The Most Watched Video in the Universe! This week, according to us. In this week's video titled Student Owns Traffic Cop with Physics, a guy is pulled over by a cop for running a red light. Now, it seems like it's done for, but somehow the guy manages to talk his way out of the ticket using physics to argue his case.
Ni kata I, this car, if I go down here like this, follow the weight and momentum is heavier. If I see kuning, if I stop and I'm going 40 km, it's dangerous to the back. According to the wind latitude and the momentum of the car, sure, confirm reda. I didn't go through the red light. That's why I'm arguing with you. Saya tak ada masa nak gaduh-gaduh lah, Encik. Saya dah hal lah. Saya nak pergi ke universiti ni. Nak belajar fizik pun.
Next time jangan buat lagi.
Okay, thank you.
That's pretty cool, right? That is pretty awesome. But let's really get to the matter at hand this week. I didn't know you could auction off your virginity. Really? You know what? In fact, let's auction off my virginity. Okay? Let's start with $5 and see how high we can get it by next week. I'm a gentle lover, fast learner. I'm a very good conversationalist. You can take my virginity and then not call me back because I don't care. Just give me the money. Really. Okay, I know, right? I lost my virginity years ago, but come on, I'm re-virginizing myself. Is there even a word? BAV, I'm a born again virgin.